Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, January 16th, and I am currently sitting in a cold parking lot waiting on my daughter who's at her 6 o'clock swim practice. And so I thought I'd make use of the time and make a video for you. You have a quiz due tonight. It's due tonight, January 16th, because usually everything's due on Monday, but because of the holiday yesterday, which I hope you enjoyed Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, and were maybe able to spend some time with family and friends and not think about schoolwork. I didn't want you to have to think about this class, so that's why we gave you the extra day on the calendar. So it's normally due on Monday, but we backed it up a day. So that quiz is due tonight at 11:59, and then you need to be working ahead on Chapter 2 and Chapter 4 quizzes that are going to be due next Monday night. And then we'll jump into Module 2. Module 2 is about project management and collaboration. But before we get there, a couple of things about Module 1. This is really the introduction to the class, because Module 1 lays the foundation for why it's so important for you as a manager to really understand information technology. Even if you're not going to work in the Office of Information Technology or Information Systems or whatever your organization calls it, maybe you just refer to it as the tech people or something like that. There's some interesting nicknames out there. Whatever your group calls it, if you're not going to work directly for them or in that office, you need to be able to work with them. So this is a class that will help you, hopefully help you understand how important it is for you to at least understand enough of the technology to be able to carry on a conversation about what's possible. It's kind of like, being a race car driver. Now, most race car drivers could probably do the work on their vehicles, but if they couldn't and they were having to describe to the crew what was going on, it's helpful for them to understand the processes and the components and the pieces and how the frame works and how the suspension works and how the engine works, so that if they hear something or feel something, they can describe it in a way that's meaningful to the crew who's actually going to have to work on the vehicle. Same thing with you. You need to be an informed user of information systems. And that's the goal for this class, is for you to be an informed manager. Informed enough that you can talk to the tech department, to the IT department, the IS department, about what's going on in the systems, what is possible, what needs to be done, what would be useful. And that's really what Module 1 is all about, is understanding strategy, people, processes, change within an organization, really the human aspect of information systems. So Module 1 is very important, so I hope that you really take time to go through, take a look at the videos, think about the topics to really understand how important this module really is. Module 2 begins to talk about project management and collaboration. So this is where we start bringing it down into some things that are a little more practical. Let's say Module 1 is up at like the 30,000 foot view. Module 2 brings it down to around the 10,000 foot view, because now we've moved away from some strategic thinking to some operational project management thinking. And that's what this module is all about, because there's a lot of things with technology. When you're implementing new technology, there's change, and change is never easy. And so there's a lot of things you need to consider and think about, and we cover a lot of those topics in Module 2. So as we get down to Module 2, you do have a assignment that's a team project that you have to work on, but it's not due until February, so I'll send out some more details on that later. So for now, you need to finish Module 1, and then later in the month, we'll be looking ahead to Module 2. Module 1, keep in mind, is about strategy, people, and processes, about the human aspect of how important it is for the leader to be in touch with technology, to be able to have those conversations that are meaningful with the IT department, so that their organization can get the most out of technology. As you look ahead, if you have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And I try to make these videos once a week, so anytime there are issues that are brought up, I try to address them. Also, I am teaching 2 cohorts at the same time, so if sometimes I refer to 72 or 74, I run both classes on the same calendar, the same class. You're just in 2 separate sections in GoView. but everything will be identical between the two of them. So if I ever refer to one cohort or another, just know that things are the same for both classes. So everyone have a great week, and if you're in Georgia, North Georgia, I hope that you stay warm through the potential ice that's coming. So everyone be safe, and look forward to being in touch again next week.